So this sine inverse, if it is moved to that side or taking sine on both the side, what it will become? Tan inverse minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x. X belongs to R. Here you can 360 minus theta falls in the fourth quadrant. 360 plus theta falls in the first quadrant. What is cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2? It is nothing but just now we have proved the property. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all, and my name is Vibha HK, Mathematics Faculty, Vidyashram, Temple of Excellence, Mysore. So last session we have learned some properties of inverse trigonometric functions. In this session, let us learn some more properties of inverse trigonometric functions. So in this, I have taken the properties of, we have to prove that sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x for x belongs to, they have taken what? Minus 1 to 1, which is nothing but the domain of the inverse function, okay, or range of the sine function, right? Isn't it? So here I am going to take the substitution. So substitution is nothing but here I can take it as either the left hand side I can substitute or the right hand side I can substitute. So here substitution I am going to make it as, let sine inverse minus x, sine inverse minus x is equals to theta. Okay, so this sine inverse, if it is moved to that side or taking sine on both the side, what it will become? Minus x will be is equal to sine theta. Minus x will be is equals to sine theta. Or I can take it as what? X will be is equal to minus sine theta, multiplying both the side from minus sign. Okay, so minus into minus it will become plus, plus into minus it is becoming minus. So x will be is equal to minus sine theta. And you already know, dear students, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Therefore, x can be written as sine of minus theta. Sine of minus theta. Taking sine inverse on both the side or taking this sine to the left hand side, what it is becoming? You can write it as sine inverse x will be is equal to minus theta. Sine inverse x will be is equals to minus theta, isn't it? You are going to have it as, or you can multiply by both the side by minus sign. You can have it as minus sine inverse x is equals to theta, multiplying by minus sign. Now you know already what is theta. Theta we have substituted sine inverse of minus x. Substitute there. Therefore, minus sine inverse x is nothing but sine inverse of minus x. Or you can write like this: sine inverse of minus x is nothing but minus sine inverse x. This is what the proof. Are you getting this? So here I have taken what? The left hand side as theta, and then I have taken sine inverse to that side. Then I have multiplied by minus sign. And then sine of minus sine theta can be written as sine of minus theta. Bring sine to the left hand side. It will become sine inverse, which will be equal to minus theta. And then multiply again by minus sign. So it is becoming minus sine inverse x is equals to theta. And theta I am substituting as sine inverse minus x. Understood? So I think you understood this proof. Next, let us move on to the proving of tan inverse minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x. X belongs to R. So be careful, dear students. In this also, see, x belongs to minus 1, 1. They may ask you for one marker by giving this property. For what values of x this property holds good? They may ask you like this for one marker. Okay, so you have to remember x belongs to minus 1, 1, which is the domain of the inverse function. Understood? Next, here also domain of the tan inverse function is nothing but real number. So this also they may ask you for the one marker like this. For what values of x this property holds good? You need to write for x belongs to real number or x belongs to capital letter R. It is nothing but for this values of x, this property holds good. Now let us prove this property. What I have taken? I am going to take it as tan inverse, let tan inverse minus x is equal to theta, isn't it? Or minus x will be is equal to tan theta. Correct na? And then x will be multiplying both the side on by minus sign. X will be equal to minus tan theta. Isn't it? Next you are going to have it as what? What is that? X will be equal to tan of minus theta. Here I am going to write it as tan of minus theta will be minus tan theta. Okay, same, you are going to have minus tan theta can be written as tan of minus theta. So x will be is equal to tan of minus theta. Okay, now I am going to bring this tan to this side. What it will become? So you can have it as tan inverse x will be is equal to what? Minus theta. Now I am going to multiply both the side by minus sign. What it will become? Minus tan inverse x will be is equal to theta. Otherwise theta I can substitute at tan inverse of minus x. So minus tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse of minus x, or I can write the property like given, tan inverse minus x will be equal to minus tan inverse x for all x belongs to real numbers. Okay, this is a proof of this property. I think you understood, right? Next we'll be moving on to what? Prove that cos inverse of minus x. Prove that cos inverse of minus x is equals to what? Pi minus cos inverse x. Pi minus cos inverse. This is very, very important. Sin inverse of minus x is minus sin inverse x. And then you are going to have it as tan inverse of minus x is minus tan inverse x. And then cosecant inverse of minus x is also minus cosecant inverse x. Try to prove that property. Cosecant inverse of minus x is equal to minus cosecant inverse x. Okay, x greater than or equal to 1 or x lesser than or equal to minus 1. Okay, so here we are going to have it as, this is very important property, cos inverse of minus x is equals to pi minus cos inverse x. 180 minus cos inverse x for x belongs to minus 1 comma 1. So here also what I am going to take it as, see here, I am going to take like this, let cos inverse minus x is equal to theta. Okay, now I am going to take it as minus x is equals to cos theta. Now I am going to write it as multiply by throughout minus sign, x will be is equal to minus cos theta. And remember dear students, always cos of minus theta is never equal to minus cos theta, it is plus cos theta. Here I am going to write it as cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. This you have to remember. Okay, so here it cannot become like this. Minus of cos theta is cos of minus theta. No, right? Because cos of minus theta is cos theta. You are going to have this, and where it will become? What is cos of 180 minus theta? You are going to have it as cos of 180 minus theta in the second quadrant, isn't it? You can observe here. This is a first quadrant, isn't it? You are going to have it as first quadrant and second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Now here all the trigonometric functions, that means sine, cos, and then tan, and then cosecant, secant, cot. All the trigonometric functions are positive in the first quadrant, isn't it? And then you are going to have it as here in the second quadrant, what all it will be a positive and what all it will be a negative. You are going to have sine will be negative. Sine will be negative and inverse of sine, cosecant also will be negative, isn't it? Here negative will be sine and cosecant, negative. Negative will be sine and cosecant, remaining all are positive. What are all remaining all? Cos, secant, tan, cot will be a positive in the second quadrant. Are you getting this? Sorry, you are going to have it as sine, and here in the first quadrant, you are going to have, now I'm going to explain you. In the first quadrant, sine, cosecant, cos, secant, tan, cot will be a positive. In the first quadrant, sine, cosecant, cos, secant, tan and cot will be a positive. In the second quadrant, what and all it will be a positive? Sine and cosecant will be positive. Remaining all are negative. Only sine and cosecant will be positive. And in the third quadrant, what it will be? Tan and cot will be positive. Tan, remaining all are negative. In the fourth quadrant, cos and secant. Cos and secant will be positive. Remaining all are negative. This is very important. And what is cos of 180 minus theta? Multiple and submultiple angles. 180 minus theta means when it is a multiples of 180, cos will become negative. That is, cos will be cos only. Depending on the quadrant, sign will change. Correct na? In the multiples of 180 and 360. Correct na? You are going to have cos will be cos, sine will be sine, tan will be tan, cosecant will be cosecant, secant will be secant, cot will be cot. In the multiples of 180. In the multiples of 90, cos will become sine, sine will become cos. Isn't it? Tan will become cot, cot will become tan. And secant will become cosecant, cosecant will become secant in the multiples of 90. So here I am going to write it as what is cos of 180 minus theta. Cos of 180 minus theta, here I am going to write it as cos of 180 minus theta is equal to what is that? 1 minus cos theta. Why it is minus cos theta? In the cos 180, multiples of 180, cos is becoming cos only. Why negative sign? 180 minus theta falls in which quadrant? In the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, what are all positive? Only sine and cosecant are positive. What about the cos? Cos is negative, isn't it? Cos is negative in the second quadrant in the multiples of 180. 180 minus theta falls in the second quadrant. Are you getting? So minus cos theta you are going to have. Therefore, I can write it as here. What is 180 in the radian? In the radian, I can write it as x will be is equal to cos of 180. 180 means pi, isn't it? Minus theta. Are you getting this one? This is what you are going to have it as. Cos of 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. In the second quadrant, it will fall. Okay. So now x is equal to cos of 180 minus theta. Bring cos to this side. It will become cos inverse. Cos inverse x will be is equal to pi minus theta. Otherwise, you can have it as what? Theta will be is equal to what? Minus. Take this whole cos inverse x to the right hand side, minus theta, bring it to the left hand side. Because we are having a proof like that only. So what I am going to do here, this theta will be bring it to the left hand side, then cos inverse bring it to the right hand side. What it will become? So what is that? Theta will be is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Correct na? Otherwise, what is theta? We know that cos inverse of minus x. So cos inverse of minus x will be equal to pi minus cos inverse x. This is your proof. Okay, this you have to learn. Minus cos theta can be written as cos of 180 minus theta. In the multiples of 180, cos trigonometric function as it is, it will be written. Okay, cos, sine, like that. So 180 minus theta falls in the second quadrant. So cos of 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. 180 can be written in the radian as pi. Got this one? So we'll move on to the next proof, which is cot inverse of minus x can be written as pi minus cot inverse x. Same proof you are going to have. What you are going to take it as? Let cot inverse minus x is equal to theta. This you have to remember, dear student. X belongs to R. They may ask you for the property proof. So here you can have let cot inverse minus x is equal to theta, or minus x will be is equal to cot theta. Okay. Otherwise, you can take it as x will be is equal to, what is that? Minus cot theta. Isn't it? Where it is minus cot theta? Cot theta I can write it as cot of 180 minus theta, isn't it? In the second quadrant. Here only sine and cosecant are positive. Sine and cosecant are positive, remaining all are negative. So therefore, cot of 180 minus theta is minus cot theta. So I am going to write here x will be is equal to cot of 180 minus theta. Okay, bring the cot to this side, it will become cot inverse x is equal to pi minus theta, or minus theta to this side, cot inverse to that side. So therefore you are going to have it as theta will be is equal to pi minus cot inverse x. Are you getting this? Now you are going to have theta is nothing but cot inverse minus x. Cot inverse minus x is nothing but pi minus cot inverse x. That's it. Okay. This is a proof. This will be asked for your examination for 2 marker. Next, we'll be moving on to the same, what I told. Trigonometric functions for allied angles. If an angle, you can make a note down of this. If an angle is a multiple of 90 degree, then sine will become cos. Sine will become cos. Tan will become cot. Secant will become cosecant. Cosecant will become secant. Implies. So that only I have taken both the side implies. Okay. If an angle is a multiple of 180 degree, sine will become sine, cos will become cos, tan will become tan only. Are you getting this one? So here I have taken, see here, written also where the sine of minus theta, see here, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. You can observe. Cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. Tan of minus theta is minus tan theta. Are you getting? So where the trigonometric ratio, sine of 90 minus theta, in the multiples of 90, what it is becoming? In the multiple sine will become cos. Sine will 90 minus theta falls to which quadrant? 90 minus theta will falls to first quadrant. Are you getting? 90 minus theta, you can observe here. Here I am going to write it as here 0 to 90 degree or 90 degree, okay, and 190 to 180 degree or 180 degree pi, and 180 to 270 degree or 3 pi by 2 or 270 degree, or you can write it as here 360 degree or 2 pi. Correct? This is what? The first quadrant, second. 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta always falls in the first quadrant. 90 plus theta always falls in the second quadrant. 180 minus theta falls in the second quadrant. 180 plus theta falls in the third quadrant. Third, second, first and fourth. Okay, and then 180 plus theta will be falling in the third quadrant. Similarly, 270 minus theta falls in the third quadrant. 270 plus theta falls in the first quadrant. Here you can 360 minus theta falls in the fourth quadrant. 360 plus theta falls in the first quadrant. That you have to remember. Are you getting this? So same thing I have written. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this one. So where the 90 minus theta and 180 minus theta, 360 minus theta, I have written everything. Similarly, you can follow it for sine inverse is nothing but what? What is that? Sine can be written as cosecant can be written as 1 by sine. For that you can write down. And similarly, cos, which is nothing but 1 by secant, or secant is nothing but 1 by cos. For that also you can write. And tan is nothing but 1 by cot, or cot is nothing but 1 by tan. Ulta it will become. Are you getting this? If you want, you can make the list of those also. Okay. Here, this sin theta, cos theta, tan theta are very important, which is inverse is nothing but reciprocal, not inverses. Reciprocal are nothing but 1 by sine is cosecant, or cosecant can be written as 1 by sine, not inverses, reciprocals. Okay. Reciprocals of these you can write if you want. Are you getting this one? Next, we'll be moving on to the find the principal values. This is very important. Will be asked for a 2 marker. Find the principal value of the following. Okay. So here I have taken sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Here I am going to make a substitution. What is a substitution? I am going to take it as let sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is equal to theta. Okay, I am going to do the substitution here. Sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is theta, means sine inverse of, let sine inverse of 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2 is equal to theta. Correct na? The problem what I have taken. Now what is minus 1 by 2? Minus 1 by 2 can be written as sine theta. Correct na? Minus 1 by 2 can be written as sine theta. So here, what are all the values of the trigonometry of the sine? It will take 1 by 2 sine 30 degree. You know already, isn't it? Sine 30 degree is nothing but 1 by 2. See here, I am going to write it as what? Sine 30 degree. Here I am going to write it as sine 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. Okay? I am going to write that one. Sine 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. What is sine of minus theta? Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So here I am going to write it as sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Correct na? So here, if I am going to take it as sine of minus 30 degree, what is minus sine 30 degree? Minus sine 30 degree is equal to minus 1 by 2. Correct na? Minus sine 30 degree. So therefore, minus 1 by 2 can be written as what? Minus sine 30 degree. Okay? Otherwise, you can shift like this. You can do like this. So this is my 1 by 2 you are going to write as it is. So 1 by 2 is equal to minus sine theta. Okay? Otherwise 1 by 2 will be is equal to sine of minus theta, because you already know sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. 1 by 2 can be written as what? Sine 30 degree. Isn't it? That I am going to write it as 1 by 2 can be written as sine 30 degree. Sine 30 degree, which will be is equal to sine of minus theta. Okay? Are you getting? Now, taking this sine to that side, what it will become? Or bringing this sine to this side, what it will become? Sine inverse of sine. This sine and this sine will get cancelled. Or multiplying throughout by sine inverse, what it will become? Sine inverse of sine 30 degree is equal to sine inverse of sine minus theta. Correct na? So therefore you are going to have sine inverse will be sine inverse of sine theta is theta. So therefore you are going to write 30 degree is equal to minus theta. Correct na? Otherwise theta will be is equal to minus 30 degree. Minus 30 degree can be written as in the radian minus pi by 6. Correct na? Please dear students observe that is this radian or a degree belongs to the interval of or principal value branch of the sine inverse function. What is the principal value range? Principal value range of the inverse function is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore, minus 30 degree belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This is very, very important. After finding range of the inverse trigonometry, minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. This is very, very important. After finding the this is what the principal value. That's what we are going to tell it as. Principal value branch means you are going to have the sine function, sine inverse function. Sine inverse function branch is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Is that what we got the answer belongs to the this principal value range? You need to check out. If it is belongs to, then you have to write that one. If it is not belongs to, then you have to solve that one. Here I am solving minus 30 degree, obviously in between minus 90 to plus 90, isn't it? So this is what the solution of this sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Next, let us move on to cosecant inverse of minus root 2. What is cosecant? Cosecant is nothing but sine. So therefore I am going to take it as here let cosecant inverse of minus root 2 is equals to theta. Otherwise minus root 2 is equal to cosecant theta. Okay, in what value it is becoming? Otherwise you can write it as root 2 will be is equal to cosecant of minus theta, isn't it? In what value it is becoming? In what value it is becoming? The root 2 in it 45 degree. Therefore, I can write it as here. I am going to write it as cosecant 45 degree is nothing but root 2. Correct na? So therefore, I am going to substitute here cosecant 45 degree will be is equal to cosecant minus theta. Otherwise, you can write it as what? You can write it as what? So, cosecant inverse multiplying on both the side, then you are going to have 45 degree, or minus theta will be is equal to 45 degree, or theta will be is equal to minus 45 degree. Obviously, minus 45 degree can be written as theta will be is equal to, or theta will be is equal to pi by 4. That is minus pi by 4. Minus pi by 4 obviously belongs to the, what is the principal value branch? Minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 minus, you are going to have it as 0. This is a principal value range of the cosecant function. Obviously, this minus pi by 4 is this within this range. You are going to have understood this one. Next, you are going to have tan inverse of minus 1. Let me find the value of this one. So, we are going to have, let tan inverse of minus 1 is equal to theta. Otherwise, minus 1 is equal to tan theta. Otherwise, 1 will be equal to minus tan theta. Otherwise, 1 will be equal to tan of minus theta. And then, you are going to have it as, what is tan 45 degree, isn't it? Tan 45 degree is 1. So, therefore, I am going to write it here. Tan 45 degree is equal to tan of minus theta. Are you getting this? So, therefore, tan 45 degrees minus theta means 45 degree is equal to minus theta, or I can write it as minus theta will be is equal to minus 45 degree, or I can write it as theta will be is equal to minus pi by 4, isn't it? Now, is this, what is the range of the tan inverse? Open interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Observe this one. This is very important. Minus pi by 4 is within the range of open interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. This is very, very important. Are you getting this one? Next, let us move on to tan inverse of minus root 3. Now, are you able to solve this problem? Tan inverse of minus root 3. In what values it is giving? Tan inverse 60 degree. 60 degree can be written as what? Pi by 3. Check out this, how we are going to solve this one. Okay. Tan inverse of minus root 3. Got? Next, we'll be moving on to cos inverse of 1 by root 2. What is cos inverse of 1 by root 2? Let, I'm going to write here, let cos inverse of 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 is equal to theta. Otherwise, 1 by root 2 is equal to cos theta. Where it is becoming cos theta 1 by root 2? In 45 degree. So, cos 45 degree is equal to 1 by root 2. Therefore, you can write it as cos 45 degree. Cos 45 degree is equal to cos theta. Otherwise, you can write it as theta will be is equal to 45 degree. Or theta will be is equal to pi by 4. Pi by 4 can be written as what? Pi by 4. You are going to have pi by 4. What is principal value range of the cos function? It belongs to a closed interval 0 to pi, 0 to 180 degree. Obviously, within 0 to 180 degree, 45 degree present. Therefore, it belongs to the range of the cos inverse. Are you getting this? Next, we'll be moving on to cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2. What is cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2? It is nothing but just now we have proved the property. That property I am going to take it here as, see, I am going to write it here, cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. Correct na? This is what we have proved. So, therefore, here accordingly, cos inverse of minus x is nothing but root 3 by 2. You are going to have it as, we are going to prove that one, isn't it? You are going to prove that one. Where root 3 by 2 stands in cos 30 degree. It is root 3 by 2. Therefore, I am going to write accordingly, cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2 can be written as, what is that? Pi minus cos inverse of root 3 by 2. Same na? pi minus, instead of x, root 3 by 2. That's it. Here cos inverse of root 3 by 2. You are going to take it as what is cos 30 degree. Cos 30 degree is nothing but root 3 by 2. Correct na? So same I am going to substitute here. What is that? Cos 30 degree. What is that? Pi minus cos inverse of root 3 by 2 in terms of cos. Cos 30 degree. Correct na? Cos 30 degree can be written as what? Cos 30 degree. 30 degree cos pi by 6. Correct na? Pi by 6 is nothing but root 3 by 2. Isn't right? Isn't it? Is it right? So you are going to have it as cos pi by 6 nothing but 30 degree. So therefore here cos inverse of cos pi by 6. Okay. Cos, why I am writing in terms of cos? Because cos inverse cos will get cancelled. You are going to remain with theta. So that if it is outside, cos inverse is there, inside also in terms of cos only. If it is there, sin inverse, sin. Tan inverse, tan. Okay. So therefore here I am going to replace root 3 by 2 can be written as cos 30 degree, which is cos pi by 6. Therefore cos inverse cos will get cancelled. You are going to remain with pi minus pi by 6. Pi minus pi by 6. Correct na? So therefore 5 minus pi by 6 into pi is 6 pi minus pi divided 6 is the LCM, right? Which will be is equal to 6 pi minus 5 is 5 pi by 6. Now what is pi by 6? Pi by 6 is 30 degree. What is 30 degree into 5? 5 3 is a 150 degree. Correct na? You can observe here. 5 or you can write it as r here. 150 degree. Correct na? 150 degree obviously in between the range what? Closed interval 0 to pi. Why I have taken? Because this is cos inverse. Cos inverse range is nothing but 0 to pi. Obviously 5 pi by 6 or 150 degree is within 0 to 180 degree. Got this one? This is very important. Minus is there. So last problem no minus. So directly I have solved that one. So that only I have taken these two problems to make it as like easily how to identify that one. If it is as cos inverse minus, you should take this formula. Cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus. For the cos, for the cot, for the secant, you need to take pi minus itself. Okay. So next let us move on to secant inverse of 2 by root 3. Same. Will you solve this one? Here I have solved what? Here I have solved cos inverse of root 3 by 2. 2 by root 3 means what? Ulta. Same you are going to have it as. Isn't it? So therefore not pi minus because no minus sign is there. Try to solve this problem. Secant inverse of 2 by root 3. Are you getting this one? So next we'll be moving on to the properties. Prove that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2 for all x belongs to minus 1 to 1 closed bracket. This is also very important. This can also be asked for a 1 marker. For what x values this property holds good. Therefore, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2. They will be given a property. You need to write the value of x for 1 marker if they ask. Okay. So here I am going to take it like this. What is that? Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2 they have given. Here I am going to do the substitution bit. What is the substitution? I can take it as either I need to take this only. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2 only because I need to prove this itself. Isn't it? What I am going to have it as. Right? Here I am going to take it as sin inverse x. Let sin inverse x. Let sin inverse x is equals to theta. Otherwise, I can take it as x will be is equal to what? Sin theta. Okay, x will be equal to sin theta. As you know already, just now we have told sin of, what is that? You can write it as cos of 90 minus theta. What is that? Cos of 90 minus theta is nothing but sin theta. In multiples of 90, cos will be changing sin. 90 minus theta falls in first quadrant. Falls in first quadrant means it is a positive. Cos function is positive in the first quadrant. Correct na? So cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. Therefore, x can be written as in place of sin theta. I am going to write it as cos of 90 minus theta. Okay. Otherwise, I can take this cos to this side. It is becoming cos inverse x. Cos inverse x is pi by 2 minus theta. Are you getting this? Pi by 2 minus theta. Therefore, you are going to have it as, see here, pi by 2 minus theta. I am going to take minus theta to that side. What it will become? Cos inverse x plus theta is equal to pi by 2. Otherwise, what is theta? I am going to substitute theta. Cos inverse x plus sin inverse x is equals to pi by 2. This is what the proof you are going to have it as. Okay. Or you can write it sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2. You understood, I think. So I am going to take this substitution, sin inverse x equal to theta, or you can take cos inverse x is equal to theta. You can try that, okay? Why? Because you can write sin of 90 minus theta is nothing but cos theta. Correct na? So next we'll be moving on to tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to 90 degree, which is pi by 2 for all x belongs to R, real number. So here also I am going to take the substitution, let tan inverse x is equal to theta. X will be is equal to tan theta, isn't it? X will be equal to tan theta. Now you can write it as, what is that? Tan of 90 minus theta. Here I am going to write it. Tan of 90 minus theta is nothing but cot theta. Correct na? In multiples of 90, tan will become cot, and 90 minus theta falls into the first quadrant. First quadrant tan is positive. So therefore you are going to have it as x can be written as cot of 90 minus theta. Correct na? Otherwise, sorry, here I have to write it as, right? Ulta. Cot of 90 minus theta is nothing but tan theta. If you are taking a substitution of cot inverse, you can use this. Okay, if you are taking a substitution of tan, you can use this. So here I am going to write it as x is equal to cot of 90 minus theta. Otherwise, bring into this side, cot inverse x is equal to 90 minus theta. You are going to have it as. So next you are going to have cot inverse x, bring minus theta to the side, plus theta will be is equal to pi by 2. Next you are going to have cot inverse x plus theta is nothing but what? Tan inverse. So cot inverse x plus tan inverse x will be is equal to pi by 2. This is what the proof of the property. Are you getting this? Okay. We'll be moving on to next. To solve the problem of this, tan inverse 1 plus minus 1 by 2 plus sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. What I can write this one as here? I'm going to write it here. Tan inverse is there inside, what it should come? Tan. Cos inverse is there inside? Cos. But minus sign is there? Pi minus. Sin inverse inside? Sin. Correct now? Because sin inverse will go. Right now? So here I'm going to write as tan 45 degree. Tan 45 degree is equals to 1. Similarly, you are going to have 1 by 2. Cos, what is that? Cos 60 degree. Correct na? Cos 60 degree is equal to 1 by 2. Now you can write it as sin. Sin 30 degree is nothing but 1 by 2. Correct na? Isn't it? Sin 30 degree, cos 60 degrees, 1 by 2. You are going to have it as. Next, we'll be moving on to what? See, tan inverse of, I am going to write it here. Tan inverse of tan 45 degree. Right? Tan 45 degree. I can write it as 45 degree can be written in the form of pi by 4. Okay? So, I am going to write it pi by 4. Pi by 4. Here, I am going to write this one. Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 can be written as pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2. Correct na? Pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2. So therefore this I am going to write as it is. Pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2. Plus, what is this one? I can write it as sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. What is sin inverse of minus x? Sin inverse of minus x is minus sin inverse x. So here I am going to write it as, what is that? Here I am going to write it as minus sin inverse x. Okay. Therefore, I can write this plus into minus. It will be minus sin inverse. What is 1 by 2 can be written as? Sin inverse x, which is sin 30 degree. I can write it as sin 30 degree. Now here I am going to substitute. 1 by 2 can be written as cos 60 degree. So here tan inverse of tan pi by 4 plus pi minus cos inverse of cos, what it will be? 60 degree. That is 60 degree is pi by 3 minus sin inverse of sin 30 degree is nothing but pi by 6. Correct na? sorry, here I have to write it as 30 as pi by, what I am going to write it as 30 degree as pi by 6. Correct na? So here tan and tan inverse will go. You are going to remain with pi by 4. Pi by 4. Pi by 4. Please write down the arrow mark. Pi by 4 plus pi minus pi by 3 minus pi by 6. So here you are going to have it as, see what? You can take the LCM here, isn't it? So therefore you are going to solve accordingly. See, pi by 3. This is the LCM of 6. You are going to have pi by pi plus 4 pi. Otherwise, as it is, I am going to keep it as pi by 4 plus pi. This I can take it as LCM. Multiply by minus symbol, it will become plus. LCM will be equal to 6. So 3 2s are 6. 2 pi plus pi. Correct na? So you are going to have here, which will be is equals to what? Which will be is equals to pi by 4 plus pi minus 2 pi plus 3 pi is nothing but 2 pi plus pi is 3 pi. 3 pi by 6 is nothing but what? 3 pi by 6. 3 pi by 6. So what it will become here? I'm going to write it here. So pi by 4 plus pi. 3 pi by 6 is 3 1s are 3 2s are, which is nothing but pi by 3 1s are 3 2s are pi by 2. Again taking the LCM of pi by 4 and pi by 2. What it will be? 4 is the LCM, right now. So therefore 4 is the LCM. So pi minus 2 pi plus pi. So what it will become? Pi minus 2 pi by 4, which is minus pi by 4. Correct now? Minus pi by 4 plus pi. What is minus pi by 4 plus pi? Which is nothing but minus 3 pi by 4. 4 pi minus pi plus 4 pi, which is 3 pi by 4. This is your answer. Okay, 3 pi by 4 is your answer. Are you getting this one? This is very, very important. Okay, next we'll be moving on to cos inverse of 1 by 2, 2 sin inverse of 1 by 2. You know already, as they are written here, what is cos 60 degree? 1 by 2. So here also same, cos 60 degree is nothing but 1 by 2. Correct na? Sin 30 degree is 1 by 2. Right? Now we are going to have it as, what I can write it this one? Cos inverse of cos 60 degree. Cos 60 degree plus 2, as it is I am going to write it as sin inverse of, what is 1 by 2? Sin 30 degree. Right? So here I am going to write it as, instead of, let me write it here, that is cos inverse of cos 60 degree is pi by 3. Correct na? 60 degrees pi by 3 plus 2 into sin inverse of sin 30 degrees pi by 6. So you are going to have it as cos inverse will go pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 6. What is 2 pi by 6? 2 1s are 2 3s are. So what it will become? Pi by 3 plus pi by 3. What is pi by 3 plus pi by 3? 2 pi by 3. That is your answer. Okay, any doubt in this? Okay, let us move on to the list of the formula, which is very, very important. See, sin squared theta plus cos squared theta already you have learnt in your first PUC. That only I have given the list of the formula. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this one because this is very, very important, and this we are going to use it in solving the problems. For the next session, what I am going to solve, this formulas will be useful. Sin squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. 1 plus tan squared theta is secant squared theta. 1 plus, here it should be cot squared. Cot squared theta is cosecant squared theta. Sin squared theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. And 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan squared theta. Sorry, this is tan squared theta. And cos 2 theta in the 4 forms. Cos squared theta minus sin squared theta. 1 minus 2 sin squared theta. 2 cos squared theta minus 1. Be careful in this. 2 cos squared theta minus 1. This is 1 minus tan squared theta divided by 1 plus cos squared theta. Cos 2 theta can be written as all these 4 forms. Okay. So next you are going to have tan 2 theta can be written as 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan squared theta, not tan 2 theta, tan squared theta. Sin 3 theta can be written as 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta, not as sin 3 theta. Next tan 3 theta can be written as 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus tan squared theta. Tan of a plus b can be written as tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. Tan of a minus b can be written as tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a into tan b. This is very important. After the correction, please take the screenshot of this one. This is very, very important for the next problem solving. Okay, thank you dear students. I think you understood the problem solving, how to find out the principal value branch or principal values of the given inverse trigonometric functions. So next class we will be solving some more problems by using these formulas, and then we will be moving on to some more properties of the inverse trigonometric functions. Thank you dear students.